The best employee on your team is the most likely one to break down. Not the slacker, not the guy who leaves at 6 p.m. sharp, not the one who just does the minimum. The one who says yes to everything. The one who never misses a deadline. The one your boss calls a rock star, irreplaceable, the reliable one. That person is on a countdown clock. And most of the time, they don't even know it. I have spent 32 years in corporate boardrooms, on shop floors, in sales meetings that ran past midnight. I helped build a business from zero to over 600 crores in revenue. Here is what nobody tells you. When they are promoting you, praising you, piling more onto your plate. Being good at your job is not the same as being safe in your job, safe from burning out. In fact, it's the opposite. The better you are, the higher the risk. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why the high performers burn out first. The one shift that lets you stay high performing without paying for it with your health, your evenings, or your family. Stay around till the end because I am going to give you the exact framework I use with the managers and startup founders to fix this. Let's start with the story everyone believes. Work hard, deliver results, get noticed, get promoted, life gets better. That's the deal we all signed up for, right? Here is the problem. The story has a missing chapter. Nobody talks about what happens after you become the go-to person. Think about it like this. Imagine a company as a bridge and every employee is a support cable holding it up. Most cables carry a normal, steady load, but few cables, the strongest ones, get quietly loaded with more and more weight, project after project, crisis after crisis, because everyone knows they can handle it. Nobody redistributes the load. Why would they? The strongest cable isn't complaining. It isn't snapping yet, but metal fatigues. Cables don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they are trusted with too much for too long with no relief. That's the high performer. You are not being burned out because you are bad at your job. You are being burned out because you are too good at it. And nobody, including you, ever built a release valve. Let me break down exactly how this trap works. There are three forces working against high performers, and they are invisible until you name them. Trap 1. The competence tax. The better you get at solving problems, the more problems get sent your way. It's not a reward, it's tax. I call it competence tax. In my own career, I watched this happen over and over. The manager who closes the toughest deals gets handed the toughest accounts. The leader who fixes broken teams get handed every broken team. You won't get lighter work for being excellent. You get heavier work. And because you keep delivering, the system has zero incentive to stop. Trap 2, the identity trap. Here is the deeper one, and this is the one that really gets people. At some point, I am good at my job quietly turns into I am my job. Your sense of worth starts running through your inbox, your targets, and your Slack notifications. When you are not producing, you feel like you are failing, even on Sunday, even on holiday. This is why high performers can't switch off. It's not a discipline problem, it's an identity problem. Switching off feels like switching yourself off. And the third trap, the high performers rarely ask for help because asking for feels like admitting the identity is cracking. So they carry the mental load silently home with them, into dinner, into weekends, into moments with their kids where their body is present but their mind is still in yesterday's meeting. Competence tax loads the weight. Identity trap keeps you carrying it. Silence makes sure nobody catches you before you drop it. That's the burnout machine, and it runs quietly for years before it becomes visible. Let me paint you a picture I have seen play out dozens of times in my career across manufacturing shop floors, sales teams, and leadership rooms. A sales manager, sharp, dependable, always the one closing the big account or fixing the crisis nobody else could. On paper, thriving, bonuses, promotions, respect. At home, a different story. Physically at the dinner table, mentally still replying to emails in his head. Present for the school event, but scrolling through tomorrow's deck under the table. His partner stopped asking, "How was your day?" because the answer was always the same, distracted nod. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't failing, he was winning and disappearing from his own life at the same time. That's the dark side nobody puts on the LinkedIn post about promotions. Here is an analogy I want you to remember. A high performer without a reset system is like a phone stuck on a 1% battery, permanently plugged into a first charge mode, but the charger never actually reaches 100%. It looks like it is working, it is lighting up, it is responding, but it is never ever fully charged, and one day the battery just stops holding a charge at all. That's clinical burnout, not a bad week. A battery that lost its ability to hold energy. Now, here is where most advice gets wrong. Most burnout advice tells high performers to do less. Slow down, lower the bar, say no more often. If you have ever tried that, you know it doesn't work, because it fights against the very identity and skill set that got you here. Telling high performer to do less is like telling a race car to drive slower to avoid engine damage. That's not the fix. The fix is a better engine management system, knowing when to accelerate and when to genuinely completely switch off. This is not about doing less work. It's about working smarter, thinking clearer, prioritizing better, and building real recovery into your day so performance and presence stop competing with each other. In my work with middle and senior managers and startup leaders, I use a structured method I call the PACT framework, built directly from 32 years of living this exact pressure myself, not from any textbook. It's not about any willpower, it's a system, because high performers don't follow any motivation, they follow systems. Give a high performer a system and they will out-execute anyone in protecting their own recovery. The same way they out-execute everyone at hitting targets. In 90 days, this shift retrains how you carry mental load, how you switch off without guilt, and how you show up fully at work and at home without sacrificing career growth you have worked so hard for. Let me be clear about something, because I don't want you to misunderstand what I am saying. I am not telling you to care less about your work. I built a business from zero to over 600 crores. I have closed deals across India and internationally. I know exactly what it takes to perform at a high level, and I still believe in that drive. What I am telling you is this: your ability to switch off is not the opposite of your high performance. It's a requirement for sustaining it. Athletes don't train every single day at maximum intensity. The best ones train hard, then recover deliberately, because recovery is what makes the next performance possible. Somewhere along the way, corporate culture forgot that the rule applies to managers and leaders too. The high performers I work with don't come out the other side doing less. They come out sharper, better decisions under pressure, better relationships with their teams and customers, and evenings and weekends they are actually present for. Not because they lowered the bar, but because they stopped running on a system that was designed to burn them out. So here is the truth I want you to walk away with. High performers don't burn out because they are weak. They burn out because nobody ever taught them how to switch off without switching off their career. If you recognized yourself anywhere in this video, carrying the mental load home, present in body, not in mind, always on even when you are supposed to be off, that's not a personal failing. That's a system with no release valve, and systems can be redesigned. If you are a middle or senior manager or a startup leader and you are ready to reclaim your evenings, your weekends, your energy, and your family time without sacrificing your performance and career growth, that's exactly what I help people to do with the PACT framework in 90 days. Drop a comment below with the word reset if this hits home, and I will personally point you toward the next step. And if this video gave you even one moment of, oof, that's me, do me a favor. Share it with the highest performer you know. They are probably the last person who will ask for help. I will see you in the next one.